Next up, I'm joined by one of the committee members here, Richard Mc Carthy. You're very welcome. Are you enjoying being in your podcast content creation studio for the first time?
It's a bit surreal now. It's kind of the first kind of day of it and the whole lot. So
all those years of planning. How many years have you been planning this?
We've been at it for about 2 years. 2 years. So it's not too bad. It kind of came together kind of through the smart community and everything. And we kind of wanted to find a way of creating local content. That was the big push, was to get the kids, instead of watching stuff off America and the UK and the whole lot, that they're watching local content, that people are interested in local content and stuff like that.
Okay. So this studio was your idea. So can you tell me a bit more about it? What services available for people to come in and do here? You know, people watching in going, how do I use it, or who's it for?
Yeah, literally what we're trying to do is give the tools to the local people and to businesses, local community projects, things like that. So anybody can come in and use it. It's basically for hire. So the idea literally is that anybody come in and can hire the room. We're hoping to kind of get a couple of engineers trained up in the whole lot, so that literally the idea is that some people who are not technically savvy would have somebody that will help them through it in the whole lot, or if there's somebody that's really tech savvy, that they can do it all on their own. Okay. So it's supposed to be as flexible and as immersive as possible. Yep. Okay. The main focus was to just literally, if we can create that local content, whether they want to do audio or whether they want to do video. So we've kind of immersed the two in one. We also have green screen here as well that we can do. So it's literally to every opportunity that people want, that we can do it here.
So you're saying to anyone watching in, whether it's young teenagers or big business locally, go, do you want to use the space for audio, podcast, video, etc.? Yeah. We're here.
We're here. We're available. We can do.
And it really is, the whole building alone is absolutely gorgeous. Like,
it's really fantastic.
It's really well finished. And a lovely space to just be in. Never mind working or creating.
And that's the other side of it. We've made the kind of podcast studio as flexible as possible, so that if we did need to move and do like an outside broadcast, or somebody wants to do something else in the building, or they want to do a workshop, or we're talking a lot about digital hybrid meetings where people can tune in remotely. And that was a big feature as well, that the way podcasts and the way content is going, that you want people to be able to, you know, with COVID, nobody could travel. And there was this gap and this void of like content that people wanted to see, or they wanted to train and wanted to learn. So it's the whole educational purpose of it as well will be available as well. So it doesn't have to be purely in this room. It can be moved, and it can be moved to the outside room, so we can do workshops, conferences. So
the equipment is mobile. And as I said, I could be interviewing someone here in America and you can record it. Yeah. It's fabulous. And just to have it, you know, in a rural community, like, which was never heard of years ago. And it's nice to see these things starting to happen now.
Exactly.
Now, one thing I want to see is the VR experience. So who's that for, or what do you envisage being used for?
Everybody. So the concept of the VR was, we kind of took the whole thing of like our parents' generation. A lot of them mightn't have travelled. They mightn't have seen a lot of the world and stuff like that. So we wanted to give them that experience of travelling. So the idea of the VR was that you can bring in, we say senior citizens or people that have never travelled, and they can travel the world. Wow. And they can go to Paris, they can go to Rome, wherever they want, and they can walk the streets. We have one set up downstairs at the moment, demonstration. We're actually putting people on the space station. Okay. So people can walk around the space station. Yeah. So it's the idea.
Was that the space station flying over Sligo recently?
No comment. But the whole idea is literally, it's that whole like VR experience, which is coming down the line. There is a big push at the moment for the meta experience as well, the metaverse that Facebook are really pushing as well. Okay. So down the line, we can see it being used for meetings as well, that people put on the headsets and they can be at a conference or they can be at a meeting and talk to people and communicate that way as well. The other side we want to do is create local VR experience. So we're hoping to, down the line, create 360 experiences of Tubbercurry. So people who have VR goggles in other countries can come visit Tubbercurry virtually.
Wow, sounds amazing. So it opens up this whole area for more visitors as well eventually. And long term, like, okay, you have here what you have, and it's an amazing facility. Have you more plans to go, we want to add on this, or what's the long term vision for this space?
We basically want to kind of, the first thing we want to do was grow the content, and then we want to deliver the content. So the big thing for us was, there is that divide between what people see physically around here and what the local knowledge is and what people see online. Okay. And I want to kind of get that a little bit closer together. So the idea is, hopefully through local volunteers and local content being built, that we bridge that divide. The main thing from my perspective was, I wanted kind of that, my family, I'm originally from Kerry, and my family have only been to Tubbercurry twice. Right. Okay. And they don't know what's going on here, and I want to kind of show that experience and show what living in Tubbercurry is like. And hopefully it'll encourage people to move to Tubbercurry, a lot of remote working as well. So that's the other concept of the whole An Chroi is bringing people to Sligo, bringing people to South Sligo, and bringing people to Tubbercurry. Very good. Well, Richard, fair play to you and your committee. I've blown away since I walked in the building, and this is a lovely space for us to even work in and do this. So thanks for chatting to us, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks very much. Cheers. Cheers, Brendan.